This is Steve Zabudowski, publisher of BayouBuzz.com, and today we have a really terrific guest, and it relates to something that's really exciting going on in New Orleans this weekend, and that is the Geneaology Roadshow, and we have one of the genealogy experts who are going to be there, Kenyatta Beery. Am I correct?
Yes, that is correct. Thank you.
Okay, terrific. Tell me about the. Actually, I did see a video of the roadshow, and I just thought it very exciting. I mean, great history, great science, super TV. And why don't you tell us about the roadshow itself first?
Okay, sure. So Geneaology Roadshow started last year. It's on PBS nationally, and we're in our second season. And it's a little bit of a history detective with genealogy, focused on helping individuals find their family history. So
right.
A lot of what we do is some detective work as well.
Why don't you tell me about how you got involved in genealogy and also with this particular program?
Sure. I started doing genealogy probably about 17 years ago when I was in law school. And then it became a passion and a hobby of mine as I continued to help people find their ancestors. I am currently the past president of the Association of Professional Genealogists, which has about 2,700 members worldwide. And what we do is help members or help individuals find their family history. So as president of that organization representing professional genealogists, I was contacted by the company producing Genealogy Roadshow to help them locate genealogists and audition for the show.
Do you still practice law?
I do not actually practice law. I'm more in the tech field, even though I haven't done a Google Hangout before.
Was it the course Successions that got you really interested in genealogy, perhaps?
I think it was the research process, because as a lawyer you have to do a lot of research and writing, and the research process I enjoy very thoroughly, and it's like putting pieces of a puzzle together, and you're building a case to let people understand their family history.
So why New Orleans? Obviously we're full of history and culture. So
obviously New Orleans has a lot of history, and a very unique history with representation from Spain and France and just deep roots. So we thought it would be a great city to film in. We get a lot of interesting stories, and also the architecture here is great as well.
Sure. Now, what can we expect tomorrow? You're actually going to be filming both Saturday and Sunday. So those people who would be attending, what can they expect? You already know whose family you're going to present based upon research?
What the community can expect is that when they join us on Saturday and Sunday, they will get to interact with local genealogists as well as with local societies and things related to history societies related to New Orleans and to Louisiana. They will also get to see us in the process of taping those we have selected from casting based on their research questions and our research to be on Genealogy Roadshow.
What's the most interesting case that you've had while on the show?
Yeah, we had a lot of interesting cases, but obviously since this season has not aired, I can talk about season 1. And on season 1, we had an interesting case with a woman in Austin whose, I believe it was her second great-grandfather, kind of years after serving in the Civil War and being in some of the bloodiest battles, actually ended up, I guess, losing it for a moment, and then he shot and killed his wife and orphaned his 5 children. So that was an interesting case to explain that, something very sensitive as well in someone's family history, and not really understanding what was the cause of that temporary insanity, if you might say so.
My gosh. I'm not so sure that I'd like to know that kind of history about my family, at least. But there's some good news story also. Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely, yes. There was a good news story to that as well because she wanted to be related to the Mayflower Society and descendants of the Mayflower, and we actually found her 4 of her ancestors who were on the Mayflower. So we don't
Hooray.
try to give bad
Yeah.
stories, we do good stories too.